modern concept of mechanized harvesting is best illustrated by the Swaraj Combine Harvester, incorporating state-of-the-art technology in design and manufacturing. Manufactured under strict supervision and stringent quality control measures, Swaraj is a custom-designed high-performance machine with built-in features for ease of operation and rugged enough to work under the severest field conditions to handle various crops with minimum grain losses. Thorough knowledge about the operation, preventive maintenance, and safety precautions is essential to take maximum advantage of this versatile machine. Proper adjustments and operation will maximize yield, save time, and improve overall economy. Preventive maintenance is imperative to avoid downtime, repair costs, and to maximize machine output. Precautions should be observed to avoid machine breakdown, damage to the crops, and for the safety of the operators. The Swaraj Combine is powered by a 105 horsepower engine for operating in severe field conditions. The machine has 3 forward gears and 1 reverse gear. The machine has a maximum speed of 20 kilometers per hour, which can be varied hydraulically in any of the gears. The fuel tank has a capacity of 240 liters. In the transport position, the combine has a length of 12,500 millimeters with trailer and width of 2,950 millimeters. In the operating position, it has a length of 8,100 millimeters and width of 4,600 millimeters. The maximum height of the machine is 3,900 millimeters. Mounted on 4 tires, the front pair is for driving. For better traction, drive is given to the front wheels through the gearbox, the extension shaft, and the reduction gears. The rear pair is used for steering. The wheel track width is 2,400 millimeters and the wheel base is 3,600 millimeters, enabling the machine to turn around in small radius. The minimum turning radius is 4,225 millimeters on the left and 4,375 millimeters on the right side. The cutter bar length is 4,200 millimeters with 58 knives moving with a speed of 1.45 meters per second. The thresher drum is of 600 millimeters diameter and has a width of 1,270 millimeters for large threshing capacity. The machine is supplied with a standard set of tools, which alone should be used for adjustments and maintenance operations. Power from the engine to the various operating mechanisms is transmitted through belts and chains. This view shows the arrangement of belts and chains on the right side. And here is the arrangement of the same on the left side of the machine. The machine is provided with a hydraulic system which is very simple and easy to operate. Unlike other systems, the hydraulic oil gets filtered through the return line filter after completing the cycle. Conveniently placed on the dashboard are indicators such as engine speedometer, threshing drum speedometer, ampere meter, oil pressure and water temperature gauge. Electrical indicators include ignition switch with key and starter switch, left and right turning indicator, horn switch, light and dipper switches. Also on the dashboard panel you find levers for controlling acceleration, wheel height, cutter bar height, and high-low speed of the machine. The other control levers provided are hand wheel and lever clutch for concave adjustment, thresher clutch lever, cutter clutch lever, grain discharge lever, hand crank lever to control RPM of threshing drum, engine stop lever to stop the engine as required. The combine is parked with the trailer on level ground. Electrical connections are disconnected. The supporting wheel of the trailer is dropped down. It is secured with a nut. The wheel is then lowered to the ground. The pin is removed out of the trailer hook and the machine is moved forward. The combine is moved slowly towards the cutter bar, keeping the top of the feeder channel in line with the center of the cutter bar beam. Remove the locking pin from the mechanical jack and fix on any of the 3 available holes. Adjust the feeder channel height hydraulically. Unlock the levers and the hooks from both ends. Now, lift the cutter bar fully. Move the combine slowly backwards. Connect the hydraulic system fix the pin in position and install the driving belt. While the machine comes with standard settings from the factory, it is necessary to make some adjustments in the field to suit field and crop conditions. In the cutting system, adjustments are required to be made in the reel, the cutting blades, and the conveyor worm. To protect the reel from overloading, a slip clutch is provided. It is adjusted by compressing the 6 springs to a length of 50 millimeters. The reel height is adjusted hydraulically using a control lever on the driver's platform. The range can be selected by shifting the cylinder in the holes provided. Considering the crop conditions, the reel can be extended forward by shifting the pin in the 2 holes provided on the reel supporting arm. The RPM of the reel is adjusted by the screw, depending upon the varying crop conditions. The angle of the tines can be adjusted by moving the Tommy screw in the groove on the eccentric hub. The stroke of the blade also requires adjustments. For setting the stroke, shift the slotted plate in either direction by slackening the bolt. The stroke of the blade is 80 millimeters. The blade should travel between 2 guards equally on either side. Free movement of the blade is adjusted by changing the position of the ball pin between the lever and the ball strap. To avoid overloading of the conveyor worm, the slip clutch is adjusted to a spring length of 115 millimeters. For free flow of the cut crop to the threshing area, the gap between the conveyor worm and the pan of the cutter bar is kept adjustable. This is done by adjusting the nuts from the sides of the cutter bar. The inclination of the prongs is adjusted by slackening the nuts and adjusting the eccentric lever. The tension of the feeder chain is adjusted by screws. Nuts are available for adjusting the gap between the serrated angle of the chain and the feeder channel. The slip clutch is adjusted by keeping the length of the spring to 110 millimeters. Belts can be adjusted by the movement of the tensioner. The gap between the thresher and the concave is set in the factory. However, finer adjustments in the field are done by the hand wheel provided on the driver's platform. The thresher clutch is preset to a compression length of 138 millimeters. The thresher speed is adjusted by a crank lever on the driver's platform. The blower speed is adjusted by rotating the disc in clockwise and anti-clockwise directions. Widening and narrowing of the gap of the sieves can be done by the screws provided below. To avoid the elevator from overloading, a slip clutch is provided on the elevator drive mechanism, the spring of which is adjusted to 125 millimeters length. The elevator chain is adjusted by tightening the nuts. The tie rod of the discharge clutch may need adjustment to give proper tension to the drive belt by tightening the nut. For discharging the grain, the lever is pressed, putting the auger into action. While detailed maintenance schedules are given in the manual for the machine, the following areas need particular care. Lubrication is very important to increase efficiency of operations. Use only the recommended grade of grease. Check the oil level in the engine. The air cleaner, the gearbox, and the hydraulic tank, and top up if required. Only the recommended grade of oils should be used. All the grease nipples should be cleaned and greased daily using a greasing gun. Check whether all nipples function properly. Replace the cap after greasing. The diagram shows the 19 greasing locations on the right side of the combine. 14 greasing points on the left side are shown in this figure. Tightening of nuts, bolts, belts, and chains should be done daily. Check tire pressure daily with a pressure gauge provided with the machine. The recommended tire pressure is 2 kilograms per centimeter square for the front tires and 2.5 kilograms per centimeter square for the rear tires. After the harvesting season, the machine has to be stored in a well-covered shed. Before storing the machine, ensure to clean the machine from outside and inside. Remove ears and shafts from the seeds. Take out all the chains from the machine. Dip in warm oil for 15 minutes. Take out and wrap them in a polythene sheet for storage. Similarly, take out all the belts. Clean them with a piece of cloth and store them in a bag. For better preservation, run the engine with flushing oil for 5 minutes. Lubricate as per chart. Position the machine on wooden planks and reduce the tire pressure. Take out the batteries and send for safekeeping and charging to a service station. Remove the blade assembly, apply rust preventive oil and store separately. There have been cases of fatal accidents due to carelessness in operation. Some of the important points to be kept in mind while operating the harvester combine are: the combine must be operated only by trained operators. Do not park or repair the combine under high-tension electric lines. Always operate it at right angles to such cables. The ladder should be folded up while harvesting and transporting. Do not try to climb on the harvester while it is in motion. Do not touch any moving component. Never put your hands or legs inside the grain tank while the machine is moving. Sound the horn before starting and reversing the combine. Do not smoke or consume any intoxicants while operating the combine. Do not open the radiator cap to fill water when the engine is hot. Stop the engine before undertaking any cleaning, lubrication or adjustment. Do not open spring-loaded pulleys without proper tools. Disconnect battery connections while doing any welding job to avoid short circuits. Check the expiry date of the fire extinguisher to ensure its workability. Use only genuine filters and replace at recommended intervals. The Swaraj Combine Harvester is a very versatile machine and can give long years of trouble-free service in different field conditions if preventive maintenance and safety precautions are observed strictly. Hundreds of satisfied users have already expressed their faith in the Swaraj. The Swaraj Combine Harvester continues to help the nation by bringing a revolution in agricultural production.